Hello everybody and welcome to Straub's Design Podcast, episode 27. My name is Anne, or Anne, and I'm a Finn living now in Perth, Western Australia. Today is the 14th of February, a Thursday, and it is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day everybody, or happy Friends Day like we say in Finland. Last time I had a really long break in filming episodes, and it ended up in a disaster, editing and uploading wise, trying to get that long video uploaded on YouTube. So I thought that maybe I'll try and make another video a bit quicker now, so that it would be shorter and easier to manage. So I think it's only been a week, but I've got some new finished objects and a few new projects as well. So let's have a look at that. We'll start with the finished objects. First, little socks. They're finished, but the ends haven't been worn in, but that's just how it seems to be for me nowadays. So these are the Circus socks for Finn. And of course I don't have the yarn information here. Now let's see if I can remember. So Finn chose the yarn. This is a self-striping. I think the company was Grundle. Hot Socks Palma. I don't have the colorway numbers or anything, but if you're interested, you can go on to my Ravelry page and then have a look in the project, and the details will be there. And then the red yarn is a Finnish yarn, Novita Venla, and one of my viewers sent it to me, and she has dyed it herself in this lovely semi-solid red. So I did 48 stitches and a 3x1 rib all the way around the leg. And then I continued it on the top of the foot, and the sole is just stockinette. And it is a heel flap and gusset with the reinforced heel flap. And then this, I don't know what this is called in English, leveä nauhakavennus. So that's in the toe. And I actually haven't weighed these socks. I might have to write it down here when I edit the video. I'll just write it down for myself. Wait. But yeah, these are pretty nice. The yarn, the Hot Socks is a wool cotton blend, quite equal amounts of wool and cotton, and then there's a polyester in there as well to bring some strength. And I started these socks, I knit them on a circular needle, 2.25 needle, 2 at a time from the cuff down, and I just started the yarn from both ends. So from in and out. So that's why the socks are a little bit different. So the colors change and stuff, but they're close enough. So you can tell they're a pair. So they're done. And Finn's all set up for winter now. Haven't blocked these, and I don't think I will block these. I knit them really tight. I want the fabric to be really tight. And when I make socks for myself, I want them to be actually a little bit tricky to get on, so that then they stay properly. and won't go around in my foot or, you know, fall down or anything. So we'll see how the boys can put these on themselves, but let's see. We'll live and learn, hey? Yep, Finski socks are ready. Then I showed this to you last week. It is the shawl, which is designed by the ladies Pirja and Katri from Villapesufestivaali Finnish podcast, and the shawl is called Villapesufestivaali. Last time this only needed the I-cord bind off, which is now done, and I have washed and blocked it, but I haven't sewn in the ends. So it's got a fringe still, but this grew in size lots and lots and lots when I blocked it. And I tried to block this beautiful lace out, and it blocked out nicely. And I will show it to you now on me. So it is a asymmetrical triangle, so this end is much longer than the other one, but let's tuck those in so it looks a little bit nicer. Okay, so here's the shawl. It's quite nice how it falls on the other shoulder on that side. And you can see the beautiful lace and the brioche. And actually now, last time I said that I was a little bit disappointed. I should have used these yarns that I used for the brioche the other way, so that the colourful would have been on top. But now actually when it's all done and blocked, I think it goes really well that it's the dark one, because we've got the dark here and the dark here, so it kind of balances out a little bit, and this dark here. But yeah, this one's now done. I just need to sew in the ends and then it's ready for winter again. I went through these yarns in my last episode, so if you're interested, I will link down below my Ravelry page for this project, so you can go and have a look there. Or ask me if you're interested in one specific yarn or something like that. But yeah, or watch my last episode. That's where I show them actually on a video. But that's the Villapesufestivaali. It's all DK weight yarn, wool, so even now it got a little bit too hot. Wow, so I have to take this off. I love wearing shawls, but I think it's around 27 degrees today, so it's not hot enough for the aircon to be running. But with a big wool shawl like that, it's a little bit too hot. And I've got one more finished object with one of these still undone. So this one is again a Finnish pattern, free pattern on Ravelry, called Pakkasyö, which means about frosty night in English. And it's designed by Marika Lepistö, who is Koukuttaja on YouTube. She's got a Finnish knitting podcast as well. So that's her pattern. I showed last time this beanie, which is made with the same pattern. Pattern is written for tuku wool, fingering weight yarn, and that's what this is. The shade is sake. And I need the weight for this one as well, don't I? So the modifications for these are the same as for this one. So I made the rib, or yeah, so this is done double because the tuku wool is a rustic finish wool, and for my liking it's a little bit too scratchy, so I made this merino band inside so that it doesn't itch my forehead, and then I just knitted. So this is where I started, knit that way, did one row of or round of pearls so it turns it nicely, and then started the 1 by 1 twisted rib, and once that was done I joined the merino bit and knitted it together in when I was knitting one row, and then started the lace. This is designed to be a longer slouchy beanie, so I only did one repeat of the lace pattern instead of 2 like in the pattern, but it's just good enough, just long enough. I think there's a little bit left here, and this is again the bigger size, so 130 stitches, and I used 3mm needle for the rib and then 3.5 for the beanie itself. And it's nice, it's not too tight but it's not too loose, and I reckon quite a few different sized heads could use this one. Difference to the brown one is that here I left the lace open, so I left the yarn overs in there, whereas in this one I knitted the yarn overs from the back loop, is that how you say it? So that the stitch twisted and then it didn't leave a hole in there. I'll still need to block these, and hopefully, I keep looking at, have I made a mistake or something there? Not that it matters. But yeah, I need to block these so that they look nice, and so in the end, and then it's ready. As I said, this one is going to I'm going to send to Dad, and if Mum's lucky she might get this one. But yeah, beanies. That was my finished objects. I'm pretty happy. I got 3 finished objects in a week. The shawl was quite a small thing to do though, so it was only the I-cord bind off and then it was done, but 3 is pretty good. Let's move on to, I have to look at the clock because I have to go and get Finn from school soon. In this tiny little project bag that is the best to take with you everywhere, I have a new pair of socks. Now for Felix. Felix chose his yarn. I have not got any ball band or anything for this. This is super old, but I know it's from Finland, so 99% chance that it is actually Novita sock yarn, some kind of sock yarn, but it's in a camouflage color. I've got this one, which is Novita Nalle. Mum made a jumper for Finn, and she sent the rest of the yarn just in case we need to lengthen the sleeves or whatever. So it is the Novita Nalle. There's the color numbers. and this one is 75% wool and 25% polyamide. And can I find okay, so 100 grams is about 260 meters. So this is a little bit thicker yarn. I think this is sport weight then, because this is fingering. And then of course Felix also wanted to take this Novita Venla, the lovely red, into his socks. So what we decided was that the cuffs and the toes will be done in the blue. The sock itself will be done in the camouflage color, and then the heels are red. So I've done the heels now, and I'm supposed to be starting the decreases and then just do the foot and the toe. So I think I knit this in a day or maximum 2 days, maybe 2 days, yeah. So, well, they're small socks, and they will be done quickly. 3-year-old socks are not too, not too laborious. But what I did, I wanted to try a different cuff. So I did, this is my first time trying faux cables, where you just slip the stitch over a few other stitches and that. So I did the faux cables. I cast on 45 stitches. So the faux cable was needed 5 stitches for the repeat, so 45. And I continued with 45 stitches in the leg portion as well, knitting it in stockinette, except for I wanted to continue one faux cable kind of on this, like on top of the foot, but on the outside, like slightly to the outside of the foot. So I've done that. I think it looks pretty cool. Just a little detail. And then just a very basic heel flap and gusset, not reinforced or anything, just a stockinette heel. And that's it. The problem that I have, I think it was, now let me think. Yes, I had to add one more stitch just before I started the heel, so that I had you know, a number that was you could divide by 2. So I added 1 to be at 46 stitches. And I think at that stage my logic went a little bit pear-shaped, because now I noticed that in this sock the faux cable is a little bit more to the middle. There's 5 stitches in between here, in between the faux cable and where the heel ends. And in this sock there's only 2. So what I might have to do, I think I might, while I'm doing these decreases, I'll try and move it to the other side for that 3 stitches, and then maybe I shouldn't, maybe that makes it somehow skew a bit funny. Maybe it's funny to wear then if it, yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I'll just leave them. But yeah, Flixi socks. These shouldn't take too long before they're finished. I've just had another project that I've been, the last couple of days I've been knitting on this. So this has been my priority, and now I've got another new project that I want to do. But yeah, I will make these socks for Felix as well, so that they're ready soon. Not that they need them yet, but I don't want to leave them hanging. That's it. And my last whip. I started this yesterday. I wanted to make a beanie. And this is super exciting because this is maybe 10 rows of 2x2 rib. I'm knitting this out of Moravera North cotton, which is 72% cotton and 28% wool. Perfect yarn for this climate. There's 150 meters in 50 grams, so what, 230 meters per 100 grams. And this is really like plump yarn. And yeah, I started this beanie. It's going to be a cabled beanie. It's a free pattern, again, a Finnish pattern called Palmikkopipo, I think, on the Lankava website. And again, on my Ravelry project page, I have got the link to this pattern. And it's a really nice cable, just basic cables, but there's cables all around the beanie. And yeah, and then it's going to have quite a high rib that you can fold over. And the reason why I'm making this beanie is a fom-fom. This is acquisitions now. So I went to Spotlight this week and I found fom-foms, not pom-poms, but fom-foms. And I thought this was the prettiest color, and I knew that the boys would love this. Finn loves pink and they both like blue, and yeah, this looks pretty cool. So I thought that beanie out of this yarn with that pom-pom would look pretty nice. Now I only paid $3 for this pom-pom. I think that's pretty good. I might have to make a similar beanie for both boys and then just go and get another pom-pom, a little bit different color. Finn already claimed these, so we'll see if we can find one for Felix that he likes. But yeah, this shouldn't take too long. And then we've got a beanie for Finsky for the winter. There we go. And I've got a couple more acquisitions to share with you. Let's have a bit of tea first. Okay. My first ever liner magazine. These are pretty expensive magazines, so I haven't bought them. But Mum sent me a little bit of money and said that, oh, go and find yourself one that you like. So I went and decided on issue number 6. And the reason being, there are 2 reasons. This is not the best picture, but I like these socks. And yeah, how do you say that name? Vinr socks. So they're nice cabled socks. And I thought that I might want to make those. And these are designed for Tukulu's socks, so I will have to see if I can find a tiny bit thicker sock yarn than what I have now, or if I will have to adjust my needle size or something. I don't know. But that was one reason, and the main reason for this issue was the Poet jumper. This is absolutely beautiful jumper designed by Sari Nordlund. and for tuku wool fingering, I think, as well, or tuku wool. Let's have a look. Yeah, tuku wool fingering. Yeah. So I want to start this poet. I'm slightly intimidated, quite excited, but a little bit intimidated. I might have to spend a night or two just making sure that I know how to read the chart and yeah, do my markings in there once I've decided my size and everything. But I will have to do a swatch, gauge swatch, because I've bought some yarn. I found this on clearance in Spotlight, and so it was on clearance, half price, and also they had a special that if you buy 4 skeins you get the 5th clearance skein yarn for free. So I bought 4-ply merino in this off-white color, and this one's, let's have a look at the meterage. Yeah, oh no, this is a little bit thinner yarn, so it's got 135 meters per 50 grams, which is 270 per 100. No, tuku wool is 195. Oh, sorry. Okay, tuku wool is 195 meters per 50 grams, and this is 135 meters per 50 grams. Yes, so this is thicker yarn. So I will have to do the gauge swatch and make sure that I use the right size needles and all that kind of stuff, and choose the right size for me. But yeah, I got these. I paid $3 per ball, and then I bought 8. So I paid $21 for 400 grams of this. And then I went back when I bought that Fom and bought 4 balls more, but they're a different dye lot, so I might try with the with these ones, and the 8 balls should be enough. So yes, maybe next time I record there might be a poet on my needles, which is exciting. But that was all for today. I'm gonna start getting ready to go and get Finn from school and take him to swimming, and then we might go to the beach to have a little picnic dinner and enjoy our Valentine's Day Eve. I hope you all had a great day and go on to have a great rest of the day and week, and I hope to see you fairly soon again once I have something to show. Bye.